Good morning, YouTube. Chickasha Rose Hill Cemetery. I got a new story that I want to show and share with you about a story that's right down here. So if you'll bear with me, we'll take this little journey. I was here, well, first of all, today is Saturday, September the 16th, and this story starts back in September the 13th, just a few days ago. And the story is that they want to use a grave site for a family member, and the city and the county says that you can't use that site because there's already somebody there. Could be a relative that was unrecorded. I don't know who that person is. The other is, I did a story early in the spring and a video that shows the cemetery telling its secrets where marked and unmarked graves are. You'll have to go back and find that video, but it's there, either on YouTube or Chickasha Rose Hill Cemetery Guardian Facebook page. Well, anyway, there was a law passed in 2020 where a Oklahoma senator got Governor Stitt to sign into law a way to reclaim grave sites that are over 75 years old, that are still vacant. I actually thought about having myself buried here. I love the cemetery. That's where I do my workouts every day. But they say the cemetery's full, but it's not. They were all sold maybe, but as you know, some people that die, their loved ones have them buried somewhere else because they didn't stay in Chickasha. They might have went to California, they might have went to New York, they might have went to Florida, who knows? But anyway, nobody knows where they're at, but there is a way that they can do it, and that's by mail, and the newspaper is publishing it in the newspaper, writing letters to the last known addresses of the grave owners, and then wait 1 year for a response. And after that 1 year is up, the city can take these graves back that are unused and empty and sell them again, and you take that money and reuse that money for the upkeep of the cemetery. Makes sense to me. I don't know about you, but it makes sense to me. And we'll leave it there. But the one way for them to do it is they could watch my video and see where the unmarked graves are at. And then they could bring in a ground penetrating radar and find out where people are buried. Or you can do what the cemetery sexton and the grave digger did here on the 13th, and I'm about ready to show you that right now. So let's get ready and take a walk, okay? Let's do this. Okay, here we go. And if you want to know where I'm at right now, I am at the Bond Memorial. And we're going to take a little walk down here, if I can get this thing to work. There we go. Turn off the tracking. That always helps. So here we go. We're going to walk down here. Anyway, there was a family that wanted to use a grave site, and the city and county says you can't use that site because somebody's already buried there. So The sexton and the gravedigger came out here and they dug a test hole to see if somebody's there or not. Hence, that's what ground penetrating radar is good for. Don't even have to disturb the ground. But here we go. And it is right here. They dug a test hole right here. And I know that in a modern era with concrete vaults and everything that caskets go into, they only have to be 2 feet of dirt on top of the grave. Well, I did take a picture of the hole, and they discovered the top of a coffin. And it's right here. And I will put that up in one of the corners here of this video, and I hope you can see it. And I give kudos to the gravedigger for doing such a fantastic job of digging and probing to find out who is here. Now this right here is actually supposed to be a walkway, which is just a few inches from Tyrone all the way down through here. This is all supposed to be a walkway. Well, since the 1920s, there was a fire in Chickasha at the county records building. And in the 1920s, a lot of the burial records were burned and destroyed. So they really don't know who is buried here. That's why reclaiming this cemetery and its abandoned lots to be reclaimed by the city, bring in the ground penetrating radar, and getting all this data back. So they may not know who's buried here, but they know that they are buried here. But I thought this was interesting to show you that this happens. And not only in Chickasha's Rose Hill Cemetery, but I'm sure that this happens all over the country and all over the world. I mean, mankind's not very good at record keeping, and when they do keep records, sometimes they're lies. So, there you go. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I like keeping records of it. You might like them yourself, you may not. I will give a shout out to Lamont at Large. He's got me started on making these videos in the cemetery. Even though he travels all over the United States to different cemeteries, I do this one because it's not far from the house. And I get my workouts from here. So now you know the reason why I'm in here. I do a workout every day in here, and I learn something new almost every time I'm here. So, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your likes. If you want to subscribe, you can subscribe. I do this as a hobby, so I don't get paid for it. This is just me making a living record. So, thank you for watching, guys. Appreciate it.